Good, yourself?
Doing all right.
All right.
How are you? I know it's all.
Well, no names.
So, well, my name is James.
Jason, how you doing?
It's my son, Dan.
How you doing, man?
Up for you coming out here, I wasn't recording anymore.
Okay.
Sidewalk, always on in the day, things happening. Front of the store was in the shop. And she said she was going to call the police. So she called you guys up. I said, I'll stay here and wait.
Okay, so would you say that whatever you were doing was causing a disturbance for her business?
No, I think her coming out, yelling at me, sticking her hand in my face, doing all that, might have. I don't know.
Do you think that this makes everyone comfortable?
Well, that's a whole other discussion.
Well,
Sure.
that-
I'll tell you
but
what.
but that's what I'm
answer.
asking you,
I'll answer,
because-
sure. I'll answer. Some people love being there.
Right.
Some people
And
love,
some
other
hate
people
it,
don't.
right?
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So
That's
you,
why I make
you,
very sure
you
I'm
doing
not-
what you do, wouldn't it make sense if somebody comes to you and has an issue with what's going on and it's just causing problems in front of the business to just move along?
Well, if she didn't call you, I would have been gone. And like I said, I'm in front of each business.
How long have you been here?
Since we first got here, probably a half an hour. Because I stayed
No,
here
I mean
waiting
in
for
front
you.
of this particular store.
I was here for probably less than a minute when she first came out.
And how long have you been here?
Around 20 minutes did we get this call. It is 18:02 and this call came out 17:34.
Right, so you've been here for a half an hour.
Because I waited for the police. She said she was calling. I'm not going to run away if she said she's calling
Right,
the
but
police.
what is the point?
I told you I'm making a travel video about the shopping
Right,
district.
but my point is if you've got all these stores to go to, right?
Right.
And you've had no issues with any interactions with any of the other stores, correct?
I have had the first negative interaction of the day.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That being said,
Yeah.
why stay and continue to be an issue?
There was not even a chance. You're talking about a
Okay,
minute.
you're missing my point.
Well, first
Okay,
of all,
so if you're walking around and you got all these stores to go to,
Yes.
and the one that causes issues for you and you're causing issues
well, like
for
I said,
them,
if she didn't say she was calling the police, I would have been gone already. I waited because she said she was calling the police. I don't want you to have to look for
how many
me.
times did she ask them to leave?
She was filming right before the call, so he was still using it.
Well, I'm on a public sidewalk, so I never went into her store.
I understand that, but you're still right in front of the doors.
No, I was here. I was literally standing here. My camera was like this, and I purposely set up so I have a view down the sidewalk that way and a little bit of the front of the store here and people
So
walking by.
you weren't filming into it?
When she first came out, no, I was not. Nope.
So
What, about 6'4"?
6'8".
6'8"? Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
It's got its pluses and its downfalls.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. What size shoe you got? About a 13?
14.
14? Same as my son. But it goes the rest of the daylight.
Yeah. Just a little bit left.
Well, it's good they got all these lights out there. He thinks I'm recording his private conversation on the side. How you doing?
I mean, no, close to just jump all over the street. She won't let her move. She's scared.
And, well, in Marine Corps, they don't give housing until E4 or above. Well, maybe E5. Yeah. Exactly. Or from there. Yeah.
I wonder if I can see her on 4 more things. It's probably by like. Oh yeah, she's all the way out there. Yeah, it says 16-minute walk. She's losing money because of me. I'm losing money because of her.
What money is that?
I'm trying to finish my video. Now I have to come back tomorrow. I was supposed to leave tomorrow.
And you said you do travel videos?
Yes, I do. Been doing it for 5 years.
What's your YouTube?
Well, when this all wraps up and you guys have made your decision and let me know what your plans are, I'd be happy to give it to you. I'm not trying to hide who I am.
Clearly you are.
No, I'm really not.
Okay. Well,
I'm really not.
when I ask a question and you don't answer it, that indicates you're hiding it.
Well, I just told you I wanted to speak to you, Sergeant.
Yeah, I know, I gathered that.
All right,
So what do
so
we got, Sergeant?
you know, I'm making it. Not sure what you're expecting.
Well, I don't know. If somebody calls the police and the police are doing an investigation, I think a logical question is
They're
where we go.
uncomfortable with what you guys are doing. So basically everything starts off with the client was talking about, and the client didn't feel comfortable being filmed.
Okay,
So that's why she called the police.
okay.
You guys aren't doing anything
I
illegal.
was going to say, isn't that a little foolish?
No?
I think you have better things to do than have somebody call you because they
I mean, we
they
get a
don't
lot.
feel like walking out of the store.
Well, I mean, you make people feel uncomfortable. Like
No,
we
people make
talked
themselves
about.
feel like
I'm not here to argue with you.
So if somebody's
I'm not here to argue.
if somebody's very happy with
I'm
you,
not
I'm
here to
like,
argue
I'm
with
asking
you.
a question.
I'm not going to answer.
All right, well then have a good day. Have a good day.
We talked about
Have a
the
good
fact
day.
that some people
I'm
like
not
to be
interested in having
filmed
a
and
conversation either.
some don't.
So you guys are all done? I'm free to leave?
So what's
All
your
I'm telling you
blog?
is this.
I'm free to leave?
If you cause
Have
disturbances,
a good day. I don't want to hear it.
you're looking
I
at.
don't want to hear your directives. Have a nice day.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. And instead of exacerbating fear, maybe you should tell her the real deal.
I already talked to her.
You already talked to her. You make her feel better?
I don't know.
Her feelings feel better now?
I don't know. Do you feel better?
I've been feeling great since the start, man. I was hoping a little more from you. I was expecting a little more from you, and I was hoping you were going to show up and do the right thing. You'll get the feedback. You'll hear about it.
Okay.
All right.
I
And
hope
well,
you have
I
a
need
good
your name.
holiday.
Do you have a business card?
I don't.
What's your blog?
What's your name?
Sergeant Roach.
Sergeant Roach. Okay. I got your name.
Blog name?
Got your info. Can I ask what your name is?
Failure to provide it.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Very cool. Appreciate it.
Failure to
Have a good
provide
day, guys.
Yeah. So I'm free to go?
Yeah.
That's it? All right. I'm just going to stand here for a minute. If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay, right? Okay.